Alright, I got stranded twice. Well, Saturday, I was running up to the Goshen looking for some plumbing parts. Finish a project. My way home, truck started acting up, pulled into a parking spot. It died. Well, my dad works in Goshen, so on his way to work, he works third shift. On his way to work, he came picked me up, drove him to work. I drove his car back to his excursion that I've been borrowing. I'm picking up my van today, so hopefully I won't be borrowing this much longer. But anyway, got back the excursion, monkeying around with it. Found a loose alternator cable. Thought that was the problem. Jump started the truck. Ran pretty good in the parking lot. Turned the truck off. Drove back to where my dad works. Walked 45 minutes back to the truck, and it wouldn't start. I got a jump start. Jump started fine. Before I could unhook the jumper cables, it died. So I walked 45 minutes back. Got my dad's truck, or got my dad's van, drove back to the excursion. No, drove home. Got home at a little after midnight, or a little after 12:30. Got up at 5:30. Pick him up at work at 6:30. Came home, got a few hours sleep, went to church, went back to Goshen. Did some more troubleshooting. Ended up 100% sure it was the alternator at that point. Pulled the alternator out. Well, the auto parts store in Goshen. Well, first one we went to had an alternator that was cracked. Next one we went to said they had the alternator. We got there, it was the wrong alternator, and apparently no place in Goshen that I could find had the right alternator. So my uncle towed it to his place. Then my mom gave me a ride to Goshen that day in her van, and then we got a ride back. She gave me a ride back to the house. Then a few days later, we got the right alternator. This would have been Tuesday. Got the right alternator. Went to Goshen. Slapped it in. Put it in real quick. Finishing everything up. My dad went back home. And that's when I realized I didn't have the keys to it. So I got stranded the second time. So then a few hours later, on his way back to work, he dropped off a key. And I drove home. And then here shortly, I'm going to go pick up my van and get plates on it Friday, and then I won't have to worry about his excursion anymore. But yep, got stranded twice in 2 days. 3 days, something like that.